match.
All right, Las Vegas Sports Today here with Super Bowl winner from back in 2015, Super Bowl 50, my man Brandon Marshall. And Brandon, before we get to the committee and everything, did you feel like that Broncos defense top 10 all time, top 5 all time? Where do you rank it?
Top 2 all time. Definitely top 2 all time. You got to throw in, the 2000 Ravens with that. Obviously honorable mention. You got to get the Seahawks. 2013, that was a great defense as well. But our Bronco defense definitely top 2.
Even over the 85 Bears.
Over the 85 Bears. But, that type of football was just so, it was so predictable. You can just run. They just run the ball. So absolutely.
Now we're here for the Super Bowl committee for Super Bowl 58 here in Vegas. What do you think about the Super Bowl coming to Vegas?
Oh, I'm ecstatic, man. When I was growing up, I never would have thought that we would have had first of all, an NFL franchise, but then also to host the Super Bowl. It's a dream come true. Not only for me but for the city. So a lot of kids are gonna be watching. They're gonna be excited. And this is just something that. Because Vegas is on a crazy trajectory as far as sports goes and entertainment, so I'm really excited.
You got an early pick for who's going to be playing in the game?
Man, if I'm honest, it looks like the Niners, man. I got the, San Francisco 49ers. If they can stay healthy, right? The brand of football they play, the style of ball they play, with that defense, and all those skill position weapons, I think, obviously they can go, to the championship. Now, on the AFC side, you can never count out the Chiefs. You can never count on Patrick Mahomes. They got a top 5 defense. Their offensive weapons aren't that great, So, I think that's going to be the challenge for them. I might have to go with Baltimore right now. Baltimore looks like they could, sneak up in there.
Yeah, and they play Christmas night too. Those 2 teams. So,
yep.
From one Super Bowl linebacker to another, talk about Las Vegas football. What do you think of Antonio Pierce becoming head coach of the Raiders?
Oh, I love it. High school coach, obviously played in the NFL, coached high school, worked his way up, Arizona State, and now he's interim, coach of the Raiders. I hope he does well the rest of the season so, they can give him maybe more of a permanent position. And even if he's not the head coach, maybe a defensive coordinator position, I think he belongs, and he's showing that.
And just curious, I know you played alongside a great edge rusher who won the MVP in the game, Von Miller. What do you think of Max Crosby coming off the edge?
Oh yeah, Max Crosby is nasty. He's nasty, man. He has a high motor, great hands, a great get off, and he's just nasty, man. That's why he continues to, perform at a high level, and he continues to earn the money that they paid him.
And lastly, what do you think of?
Man of the year today.
Okay, nice.
From the Raiders. So, what's your thoughts on that one?
Well, that's dope. You know what I mean? Look, he's killing on the field, and he's doing even better off the field, and that's beautiful. To recognize his efforts off the field and the community impact that he has is just beautiful, man. So I love well-rounded individuals, and you might want to call him a Renaissance man, if at some respects.
You're also a multi-sport athlete. So what do you think about the NBA in-season tournament being held this week and this in-season cup being held in Las Vegas?
I think it's dope, man. I'm going to try to get to one of those games. Hopefully the Lakers win tonight and get to come to Vegas. I would love to see LeBron out here. But I think it just adds, it adds a little more excitement to the season because it's a long season. 82 games. It's tough for the fans to stay locked in, the entire season. Probably tough for some of the players to always stay locked in as well. So to give them an incentive is like, you get to potentially make $500,000, win a ring, go to Vegas. I think that, gives some guys a little more juice.
And were you this lean during playing career? Or were you a little more bulked up?
I was a little more bulked up. I lost some weight, man. I didn't want to walk around so heavy, so I still work out consistently all the time, but, I dropped some weight.
Thank you, Brandon.
Appreciate
it, man.